Hey guys, so today we're going to go over real quickly how to set up drilling operations and also how to do some chamfering. And so right now you can see on my screen I have just a part with a ton of holes in it, and they're all different sizes ranging from 1/4 inch up to 7/8. And so drilling actually can be pretty easy. We're going to come over here, go back to our CAM manager, and then just set up drilling. You have these two options. You have drill and drill wizard. So right now we're going to use the drill wizard. So I already had my part set up, the job set up and defined. Just going to do this. And for tools, you don't have to specify a tool for when you're using drill wizard because it'll automatically pull the tools you want. You can see that automatically selected all the holes that are on my part. And then so all I have to do is come in here and select the holes that I do want drilled. I can limit the ones I want by specifying a certain range. So like I can go from 0.5 inches, and let's say I only wanted to go up to 5/8. So I'll go 0.625, and that way it only grabs those two holes right there. But let's ignore that. And then we can just come here, check our heights. You can see that from hole bottom, but we'll probably want to add a little bit for just breaking through and making sure it clears. So go, just add some more depth on that. Then when we click OK, this drill wizard is actually going to automatically bring in all the tools that we need. So if we go to this, into our stock simulation, you can just click play. You can see that it's going to grab the tool it needs and drill all the holes. But then something you might notice is we're not going all the way through, but also it's not center drilling any of these holes. So we're going to fix the depth and then adjust it so, or then we're going to add a center drilling operation into all of these. Yeah, awesome. So that says we're done. Let's just go back and edit that. I may need to flip that dimension around instead of putting a negative. We'll go 0.1 and see what that does. Okay, awesome. So it looks like that distance is from the tip, it's not from the edge of your drill. So because we have those bigger drills, when we go 100th thou down, it's not enough to really get that material in the end. So let's go back in, add a little more depth to that. So hopefully that's enough. Go back to our stock simulation and watch underneath, see if it breaks through. Nope. So you can see that it's not quite breaking through on this one, it's getting closer. But then when we get to these ones, it is actually breaking all the way through. So let's just go back out and have it pop down a little more. Awesome. So that should be enough to get us all the way down through. You can see if we just click on the drill, it'll actually show us where that real face is of full diameter. And it's just going to be coming all the way down to here. So we are completely fine for all our holes. But as I mentioned before, it didn't center drill any of them. So in order to get it to center drill, you're gonna have to specify it a little more. So we're gonna come into drill. And then when you do this, you do have to go in and pick the exact drill that you want. So come here and you can just come into here and select our center drill. I'm just going to grab this 1/4 inch center drill, select it, and now when I come into here, it's going to ask me to select all the holes that I want. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to have to select every single one of these guys. And it should work as well if I just grab that circle. Well, it looks like it's a little bit higher up, so I'm going to avoid that for now. Just whatever you do, try and be consistent while you're doing it. It's like I'm grabbing just the faces inside the hole instead of this top circle. Now, because I'm using a center drill, I don't want to go all the way. I just want to get that drill spot there. So if you notice right here, it automatically set a bunch of heights for us, and it's going from hole bottom is how deep it's going. But we don't really want that, so we're going to go for model top, then we're just going to subtract off 100 thou. And then I'll just go in there and I'll get our center drill pretty nice. So if we click OK, we can go in and then do our stock simulation. Just slow down, click OK. See, it's going to go and it's just punching those holes for us. Now, you're going to want to have your center drills before your actual drilling, obviously. So what we're going to do is, let me delete this real fast. Just like in SolidWorks with different features, you can actually just pull it up and move it up ahead of your drill wizard. So that way, if we do the job, you're going to notice that now it's center drilling first, and then we're going to go through with all of our drills. And then if you ever just want to see a specific part, you can actually just grab this guy right here and move it to what you want to watch. So I can just grab that guy again, move it around down there on the bottom to the specific location I want to watch. All right, and then I want you guys to notice that this slot up here, it didn't get registered by this drill wizard. It didn't try and pull it in. So if you ever want to do something where you're pre-drilling first, something you can do is by selecting, you can go and select the drill. And right here I have a 1/4 inch drill, and that'll work. And then when I select my geometry, I actually went ahead with this part, or maybe I didn't. So I'm gonna have to go back out. So I'm just gonna want to come in, say like I want to drill this hole right here before I come in and mill it out, which you don't necessarily have to do, but you might have instances where you want to. So what I have to do is you're gonna come over here, and we're gonna start a new sketch. And then I'll just go ahead and convert that, switch it over to construction, and then I will grab a circle and put it on right there. So now that I have that, I can go out, go back to our CAM manager, do this drilling operation. And again, when you do a drilling operation, you do have to specify the tool that you want to use. Then you can adjust your spindle speeds and feeds right here. So then, because I made this circular sketch, I can actually just select that. And you can see that the automatic kind of layers that it puts in isn't exactly what I want for this. So I'm just going to go in and go from model bottom instead. And then if you select this drill tip through bottom, it'll break it through. As you can see right here, the bottom of the drill is actually going through until that round hits. But say I want to give it a little extra, just to be safe, I can go in and specify that, and we'll say we'll have it go another 1/16 of an inch. So it's going to break through and go all the way through. And we can just click OK, just stock simulation, make sure it looks good. So that came all the way through. Now we're going back up, and it looks great. So then another feature that you can do with these drilling operations is if you come all the way over here, you can actually specify a bunch of different stuff. So we can have it go in and do chip breaking and a bunch of others. So we're going to do, let's just say we're doing deep drilling, so we want a full retraction. So here we can specify our pecking depths that we're going to do. So let's say I want a pecking depth of 0.25, and then it should have broke that up, and it should be doing individual pecks. It's going to go down a 1/4 of an inch or an 1/8 of an inch, whatever I said, and then come all the way out and then go back down again. Yep. So there's that pecking action. Awesome. So I hope that kind of helped you guys understand what the drill wizard does and also drilling. We're going to switch over to a different piece now. I'm going to grab this guy right here. In your next class, we'll do a little more about 3D surfacing and cover this a bit more. But so I'm just going to come in, but for now we're just going to worry about the drilling, and then we'll also do a chamfer as well. So I'm going to come in, specify a new job. And I always want to move this to that back jaw. It can be left or right, it doesn't really matter. I just really like the left, so I always go there. Just going to click OK. Now, once again, to drill these holes out right here, I can use this drilling wizard. And then I want you to see that it's kind of grabbing this big circle right there. I don't want that, so I'm just going to limit it. My inside diameter is a 1/2 inch, so I could just put 0.5 and it should still grab it. And then these little holes around I have defined as an 1/8 of an inch. So go and pick those up too. Something I want you to see is right here, your heights for starting the drilling. It's not starting up at the top of the piece with this hole wizard. It's actually starting where that hole is. And I know I wasn't able to get an error to show up yesterday, but I think this is actually going to do the trick. So if we go in here, slow it down a little bit more, it's going to come